Hey guys, welcome back to the CulePodcast. Welcome back to another video. On today's video, guys, we're going to be talking a little bit more about Barcelona's victory over Benfica in the Champions League. We're going to be looking at some of the quotes from our players and as well as some of the quotes from Hansi Flick. We're going to be looking at some of their reactions and as well talk about some stats in regards to, Raphinha, how the team is doing overall. Just talking about the match in a little bit more detail. But as always, guys, make sure to follow me on all of my social media platforms. Everything is posted down below in the description. And as well, guys, I do want to announce that I've created a Discord server for the members of the channel. So if you become a member of the channel, not only do you get badges, early access to the videos, and as well to that Discord server, you will be able to join that Discord server and be able to see some more exclusive content. If you guys are interested, make sure to become a member. I will have the link down below in the description. But guys, let's get started with the video. All right, guys, let's get started with the video and let's look at the words from Hansi Flick after the match. He says, "We played a great match. I think we did very well. I'm very happy for Lamine. We all are. The Champions League is the most difficult trophy we can win, but hopefully we can do it. Now it's time to focus on the quarterfinals." Barcelona, they played a fantastic game against Benfica. I thought Barcelona, they were very dominant, very in control of the match. At no point was I necessarily threatened by Benfica and saying, "Oh my God, the pressure is getting a little bit too high." Barcelona, they're not able to cope with the pressure and the quality that Benfica they have. I think Barcelona, they managed to tie brilliantly, especially looking at how in the first leg, we did go down 10 men. Overall, Barcelona, they played a very good game. And now in the quarterfinals, we will be playing against Benfica. And if we look at Barcelona's record in the Champions League, well, especially Hansi Flick's record against Benfica, he has actually a perfect record with 6 consecutive wins, including 5 during his time with Bayern Munich. And obviously, pre-year in the season, we did beat them 3-2 in the Champions League group stage. And so hopefully that record is able to continue. But Barcelona, they're going to be going into confidence against Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League. Hansi Flick continues on, and he says, "Carlos will always be with us. He will always have a place in the team." And that's in memory of Carlos Garcia, who unfortunately passed away last weekend. And the team, you see this theme, both the team and the players and the coaching staff, they all, dedicated this win to the doctor who recently passed away. Hansi Flick continues, he says, "It's good that the players feel capable of winning the Champions League because it means they believe in what we're doing, but my job is to focus them on the next match." He talks about Pedri. He says, "Pedri is at 100% and it's incredible to see what he does with the ball, but also without it. Pedri is the best in the world in his position, and I cannot agree more. Pedri this season, he is not only the best midfielder in the world, but he is arguably the best player in the world. Just the consistency and how crucial and integral he is to this Barcelona team is absolutely absurd." I know Lamine Yamal, Raphinha, Lewandowski, they're going to be taking the headlines, but when you look at Pedri, when you look at all the work that he's doing, the consistency, and not only the consistency, but the level of performances that he's putting in and game out, Pedri undoubtedly is the best midfielder in the world, and he's up there with being among the best players in the world. Hansi Flick, he continues on. It says, "Barca's role in the Champions League. I don't look at the past. I don't care. I wasn't here. We have an idea of how we want to play, and the players believe in us." And this Barcelona team is very different to Barcelona teams in the past. They're more confident. They're more mentally resilient, and we're going to be showing that in this competition. I'm super excited to what we can do in this competition. And looking at the MVP, the man of the match of Barcelona's victory against Benfica, Pedri, he actually spoke after the match, and he says, "Yes, it was a tough match, especially after what happened on Saturday. First of all, I would like to send all my support to the family and friends of the deceased, and we will try to win everything for him. Dedicate all the work that you're doing to the doctor and for all the efforts and work that he put into the squad." He said the player of the match could have been Raphinha or Lamine. They're spectacular players. So is Lewandowski. We have firepower up top, and we have dedicated tonight's victory to Dr. Carles. Absolutely phenomenal gesture from Pedri. We look at Gavi, his words. He says, "We wanted to give him the victory today. It's the least he deserves. Everything from now on is for Dr. Miñarro. He was a great person and we will miss him dearly." And you see that photo of Gavi with Dr. Miñarro. And, Dr. Miñarro, he was there for Gavi, in a very difficult time when he was recovering from that ACL injury. And he was undoubtedly a very big part of this Barcelona team. Gavi, he continues on. He says, "We aspire to win every title. We've won the Super Cup, the Supercopa. Everything we do is to make the fans happy. Today, we've shown that we are the contenders to win the Champions League." He gives praise to Pedri. He says, "Pedri, everyone knows what kind of player he is. We're happy to have him with us." He says, "No, I'm never going to get upset about not being a starter. People say things, talking about offers from here and there, but it's all lies. I signed a 5-year contract here and I will fulfill it because this is the club of my life. Rotations happen. I'm calm and the coach trusts me." And right here, guys, I want to break it down because one, he gives, he talks about Barcelona's ambitions to compete on all fronts, and I completely agree. This Barcelona team, if everyone stays fit, I do believe that this Barcelona team can compete on all fronts and compete for every single title. I think this team have shown that they are capable of that. Secondly, he talks about Pedri, and obviously, I don't think enough praise can go Pedri's way. Pedri's been absolutely outstanding. You can see the performances that he's putting in, and even Gavi, he recognizes that. And lastly, he talks about him not being a starter, and this is interesting because I don't think Pedri has been able to 100% recover from that injury, his best level. I would say that he's far from his best level, but it's completely understandable. He is a young player. He's coming back from a year-long injury, and I'm happy that he's not necessarily worried about that. And I'm just giving Gavi time because I know what Gavi is capable of, and I believe that Gavi's best level is still yet to come, and that is so exciting. But now I want to be talking about Balde because Balde, he was another player who had a fantastic night against Benfica, and he also spoke after the match. He said, "We dedicate this victory to Dr. Miñarro and his entire family." Once again, just showing how important and respected Dr. Miñarro was in the Barcelona team. But he said, "We knew today's opponent would be tough and we had to give it our all. I don't know if I'm in the best moment of my career, but I feel really good. It may be one of my best matches, yes, but the important thing is that we made it to the quarterfinals. We aspire to win everything. We're in live in all competitions, and the dream of many here is to win a Champions League, one game at a time." And I love this ambition from the team, guys. You see it from Balde, you see it from Gavi, you see it from Pedri, you see it from Hansi Flick. Everyone is confident in the work that they're doing, and that gives me such a boost, looking towards this competition, because regardless of who we're going to be facing, whether it's Borussia Dortmund, whether if Barcelona, they do advance into the next round, either Bayern or Inter, it doesn't matter who we face. I'm confident that Barcelona, they have faith in the work that they've been doing throughout the season, and they can compete at the highest level. And that gives me, as a Barcelona fan, so much joy, because in the past couple of years in this competition, we have lacked that. Raphinha also spoke, and he says, "We knew what we had to do to advance. The important thing is that what we achieve as a team. Lamine's goal shows who he is. This Barca is a contender to win it all. No doubt what happened a few days ago gave us some extra strength to face this match with even more desire to win. Lamine Yamal's goal was spectacular. It shows who he is. We won with him." And, talking about Raphinha, guys, he's been absolutely fantastic in this Champions League campaign. When you're looking at some of the goals and some of his assists that he's had throughout this tournament so far, he had a goal and assist against Young Boys, a hat-trick against Bayern Munich, a goal and assist versus Red Star Belgrade, a goal versus Borussia Dortmund. Look at all of the performances and all the, contributions that he's had through Barcelona throughout this Champions League campaign. And with that, he has now scored 47 goals for Barcelona, matching R9's goal tally for the club. And in yesterday's match against Benfica, he recorded 2 goals and 1 assist. And with this, he is now the competition's top goal scorer with 11 goals, and he is tied for the most assists with 5. Raphinha genuinely having a fantastic and, nearing that all-timer performance in the UCL if Barcelona, they are able to continue to advance it, and he is able to continue this run of form. But I was looking at some of the stats, and he is absolutely on fire. But it's not only Raphinha who is on fire. We also have to talk about Szczesny, because Szczesny, since he has arrived at Barcelona and become the number one goalkeeper, he has provided so much stability to the team, and he has not experienced defeat in Barcelona colors. He has 13 wins and 2 draws in 15 games and 8 clean sheets since his debut at the start of the year. And guys, I reiterate, he is the number one keeper, and I would continue to put my faith in Szczesny. Having 8 clean sheets in 15 matches and being undefeated, that just shows how much confidence, stability he brings to that back line. Knowing that if you need to be called upon, he is going to respond. And I know that there are rumors that are discussing a potential Ter Stegen, Ter Stegen coming in and replacing Szczesny, in the month of April and in the month of May, and I want to put those rumors to bed. I do not want Ter Stegen back in the lineup with Szczesny performing this well. If Szczesny is here, I want him to be the number one keeper, and I want him to finish out the season. He's been absolutely phenomenal, and he is growing in confidence, and his performances are getting better and better. And when we talk about achievements, when we talk about performances, we also talk about Lamine Yamal, because with that goal, which was absolutely fantastic, guys, that goal was absolutely absurd from Lamine. He's now the youngest player to score and assist in a UEFA Champions League match, the second youngest to score in a UCL match, only behind Bojan Krkic, and the second youngest to score in a UCL match behind one we do know in Ansu Fati. And you can see that all 3 of them who's made history in the Champions League are all La Masia players. Absolutely insane, achievement from Lamine Yamal. And Barcelona overall, guys, we've had a very dominant and confident victory over Benfica. And now we move with that confidence into the quarterfinals, in which we will be facing Borussia Dortmund. I want to know your thoughts on that matchup. How are you guys feeling, and how are you guys, thinking that matchup is going to go? Are you guys excited? Are you guys doubtful? Are you guys, anxious? I want to hear all your thoughts down below in the comments. And as always, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know your guys' thoughts on everything that I've discussed on today's video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, guys.